Hey everybody, welcome back for another karate video. We are working on some fighting skills and application of some of those basic fighting skills tonight. So let's get started. Come to attention. Now. All right. We don't have a lot of space, so we got to modify our jumping jacks. We're going to jump forward and backward. Some people in our classes have called it crazy jumping jacks or just simply forward and backward jacks. So we're jumping and switching our feet forward and backward and swinging our arms. Make sure you get those arms up, even with the shoulders, and as far up behind as you can as you go. All right, you ready? And go. All right, about 10 more seconds. And stop. Good. Gentle circle with your neck. And take it around the other way. Good. All right. And offset yourselves if you've got a partner at home or furniture you're looking out for. We have people we don't want to smack in the head. So we're going to arm circles and going forward. Make sure you get these swinging all the way around, up over your head. Good range of motion. Otherwise, you're not going to give your shoulders the benefit of the warm-up. And backwards. And cross them. And up and down. Good. Twist your body. And hips. Other way. Good. Bend your knees a little bit. Other way. Good. And rotate your leg outward and back in. And switch it. Other leg out and in. Last one. Good. All right, let's get into it. We're going to be integrating some of our footwork. We call this one push step because you're pushing your body forward. This is a push step. This isn't a shuffling motion, so we're not moving out and dragging anything up. These need to be steps, forward and backward. Okay? One of the things that's going to make it easier to do this as a step is to mind your distance with that step. If I step out way too far, then I have to stutter step up or drag that leg up. If I am dragging my leg into position, I'm committing my weight to the lead foot. I can't move. I lose mobility trying to use footwork that's supporting my technique. So it's got to be step, step. Okay? Both feet, step, step. Moving forward, both feet, moving back. Now we're going to be talking about sideways movement today as well. So if I have my left foot lead here and I move to my right side, I move my right foot first. So I'm going to step out to the right, step out with the right foot, follow with the left. If I'm moving to my left side, I'll lead out with my left foot, stepping here. Okay? Now, if I have a technique I'm doing, let's say a jab, if I move forward, the jab's going to happen with that lead foot. If I'm moving backward, the jab happens with the rear foot. The jab's going to happen with whatever foot's moving. Okay? So if I'm moving to my right side, as I move, I fire the jab with that rear foot, the right foot. If I'm moving to my left, I'm firing the jab with my left hand, in my left hand with my left foot moving. Okay? So keep that in mind as we're doing the drills today. And jab is always the hand that's in front. So we switch it. Jab is my right hand now as I move forward and backward, sideways, one way or the other. Okay? So here's what we got to do for this first drill. And I'm going to use one of these red targets as a frame of reference. It should stand out well on the video. So I get my feet lined up like I've got a line that pad is sitting on. Okay? And I want to make sure that I'm not lined up with the pad even with me. I want to be so that I'm behind that pad's line. And you'll see why in just a second here. So I'm going to use my forward step, push step, jab as I move forward. Or excuse me, we'll just do the footwork first. So just step forward, then stepping back. You got to make sure you give yourself a full step back. You're behind that pad because now you're going to be moving to the side. Then we move forward, and then we move back. Then we move back to the original position with that side step. Then we're going to switch our feet. Then I move forward and back. And I move to the side, forward, back, and then I move to the side again. Okay? And then you'll switch back and do the original side. In our case, we'll step out so that everybody moves through the drill, but you're just going to follow along each time you switch and you continue the drill, regardless of which one of us is demonstrating on that one. Okay? So let's get set up to start this drill. Aylin's going to start off first. Caden will step in next. So Aylin, go ahead and step yourself up close to that line. Back a little bit, so look down. Make sure you're going to have space to side step. So you got to scoot that front foot. There you go. All right, so here we go. One, you're going forward and then backward, then side step, forward again, and backward, and side step. And switch it. Good. And forward, backward, side step, forward, backward, and side step. And then Aylin's going to step out, and Caden's going to step in. And this is where you're going to switch. All right, so Caden, left foot in front, and 2, forward, backward, side step, forward, backward, side step. Switch it. Forward, backward, side step, forward, backward, side step. And then Caden's going to step out. So you will switch. Okay? And 3, forward, backward, side step, forward, backward, side step. Switch it. Forward, backward, side step, forward, backward, side step. Good. And then switch it back. And we're going to get set up for the next one. And the next one's where we're going to add that jab. So every time I'm moving forward or backward, I'm going to be jabbing. I'm either going to jab in or I'm going to jab out. Okay? So left foot lead, left hand punch. As I step out with the right foot, still left hand lead, jab it. And I move to my right, jab forward, jab back, move to my left, and I switch. Right hand's now in front, right foot's the lead, jab in, jab out, sidestep, jab in, jab out, sidestep, and switch again. Okay? So let's get set up to do this one. Hayden's over here, Aylin's stepping up. So left foot lead, hands are up, push step forward and back with that jab. One, and back, over, push, and back, sideways, switch the feet, push with the right hand punching and back, over to the side, push, push, and over to the side. And Aylin will step out, Hayden steps up, keep his hands up nice and strong, jab, and back to the side, jab, back, side, and switch it. Good, and over to the side. All right, and out. Okay, if you mess up or you don't get the jab in the right spot, don't worry about it. Just make a note, and as you're doing your reps, fix it, okay? Ready? Last one, and 3. Jab it in, jab it out. In, out. Switch. Jab it in, out. And switch. All right, so now we're going to increase this drill a little bit here. I'm adding another marker on the mat. So now I'm going to be using that push step, and I'm going to move forward. Back to the footwork only. No hands in this, but practice with keeping them up. Okay? So I'm going to go push step forward, 1, 2. Push step back, 1, 2. Then side step forward, 1, 2. Back, 1, 2. And sideways. Then you switch. Again, just the feet, hands are up. We're going to push step forward, 1, 2. And then back, 1, 2. Okay? To the side, 1. Forward, 1, 2, 1, 2, back, and to the side, and we switch it back. And then you're ready to practice that again. So we'll go through again with 3 reps of this drill all the way through. Just the footwork, hands up. If you're going step, 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 really slow, really deliberate, that's fine. If you need to pause the video because we're going a little fast, go ahead and do that. If you're getting ahead of us, just keep doing reps until we get done, okay? So let's get set. Aylin's up, just the feet, push, push, forward. 1, and backwards. Then to the side. Push, push, forward. And then to the side. Switch it. Push forward and backwards to the side. Pushing and back and to the side and switch. In this case, Caden's switching in. His hands are up. Push forward, 2, and backwards to the side. Forward. Okay, whoop, you got to switch. Right foot in front. Hands are up. Push. 1, 2, and back. 1, 2, to the side. Good, and over. Good. Now switch it out. And last set with just the feet. Hands are up. And 3. Push, 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 back. To the side. Push, push, and back. To the side. Switch. Push, push, and back. To the side. Push, push, back, and to the side. And switch. Okay. Now you're going to add in a jab with the first push and a jab cross with the second push. So I'm going to be moving in with the first one, jab. Second one goes jab cross. But now I'm going backwards, and I'm just jabbing out. Jab 1, 2. And I move to the side. Again, jab cross on the second push. Jab only on the first one. Jab cross on the second one. Then jab it out. 1 and 2. Switch it over. And then same thing on the other side. Jab, jab cross, jab, jab out. The side. Jab, jab cross, jab, jab out, and over. Then switch. Okay? So we'll be switching it out. You just switch your sides each time. 3 total reps left, right on each of those. So hands up, jab and jab cross. 1, jab, jab cross, back and back. To the side. Jab, jab cross, jab with the feet movement. There you go. And to the side. Switch it. Good. Jab, jab, cross, jab as your feet move. Good. And to the side. Jab, jab, cross, jab, jab. There you go. To the side. And switching it in. Left side, hands up. And jab, jab, cross, jab, jab. Over. Good. And switch it. Other side, 1, 2. Good. And back to the side. Jab, jab, cross, and back. And over. And switch. So left side's in front again. And 3. Jab, jab, cross, jab, jab, out. And over. Back up for me. And jab, jab, cross, jab, jab, back. Over. Switch it. Jab, jab, cross, back, back. Go ahead and do your jabs there. Switch it over. Jab, jab, cross, jab, jab on the way back. Over. And switch it back. Okay. If you want to hit replay on all that, go back and do those. Absolutely. Hit some replay on that and get some more reps in on that. Okay. We're going to transition on into our conditioning and stretching, which will bring us to the end of the first half of your workout. But the end of this video, again, you can always go online and find those kata and fighting sets to practice at home. Okay. So if you've got a partner that you're working out with at home, then come the next video, you'll have an opportunity to work out with them, kind of set it up around you, or set it up and you moving around them using the same concepts of footwork, because we're expecting that not everybody is going to have a heavy bag sitting around at the house. Okay, maybe you find a chair or something else like that. So be thinking about a big object you can move around that doesn't take up too much space, but still gives you an idea of what an opponent would be like. Ideally, if you've got a friend, a brother or sister, parent that can help you out, that would be ideal. But I know not everybody's got a built-in training partner at the house. Okay, so conditioning. Well, first thing, I'm going to call these push-up punches, but they're not push-ups per se. So I'm going to be down in a knuckle plank position here with my arms up. At each count, I'm going to be bringing this hand up and back down. Now, I'm not actually punching the ground when I do that, so watch out, especially if you're on a hard floor. We're not going to be punching our knuckles down, because not everybody has mats put down in 2 rooms of their house. Okay, so we're up, we pull it up and extend it back down and just set it down, and then we're up and down. Okay, and ideally we're going to be hitting and balancing with our index finger and middle finger knuckles on the mat rather than out here. You can kind of see what happens if I'm out on those outside knuckles and how my wrist is slightly turned. So I want to be up on those knuckles to keep everything as straight as possible right down into the hands. You don't want to lay it over here, because I start to get weak in that wrist, and then it's real easy for me to turn that outward and do some damage to my wrists. Okay, so we're going to be up. We're going to do a 10 count, pull it up, and extend it out. Okay, so you'll stay balanced on one hand as you pull it up and extend it back down. Do the best you can with this. Everybody up, ready? And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. Relax. All right. Now, for you at home, we're going to do some crunches or some sit-ups with some punches here. And the best bet for you is going to be something that's heavy that you could tuck your feet under to help you get up all the way and then hold it and do those punches. Okay, if you could do it without weight on your feet, great, do that. But a couch, a bed, anything that you might have that you could tuck your feet under and sit it up is going to help here. Okay, so in this case, these two are going to get next to each other and they're going to kind of wrap their legs around. So they still have a wiggly surface they have to deal with. Okay, so they're getting hooks in. Join us in jiu-jitsu class to learn what we're talking about with hooks in, if you haven't been around the karate long enough to understand hooks. Okay, because we do talk about it there as well. So they're going to keep their hands up. They're going to try to just use their stomach muscles to sit themselves up, and they're going to punch forward. They're not doing this at the same time because they're liable to hit each other in the face, or at least knock their knuckles up there in the middle. So they're going to come up 1 and then 2. So each count, I want you to go ahead and follow along. So you'll be doing 20 of these crunches with punches, or sit-ups with punches, while they each do their 1 on either side. Okay, so I'm going to have Aylin start first, and then Caden is going to finish it up. Okay, you ready? And 1, sitting up, punch, 1, 2, and down, and Caden up, punch in, try to keep those hands up, and Aylin up, and down, Caden, keep those hooks in, Aylin, this is number 3, punch, punch, Caden, 3, good, Aylin, 4, good, Caden, and 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, oh, don't use those elbows, 7, 8, there you go, use those abs, 8, 9, there you go, 9, finish strong, 10, 10, all right, let's make sure we're still doing good punches, so don't flail them out there when you're doing it. Make sure you've got good extension out and back, all right, and don't leave them hanging, all right, punch it, make sure they snap back. All right, let's do some Supermans, and then we've got some bodyweight lunges to do, and then we're done. Well, then we'll do our stretching, and then we'll be out for the video, okay? So we're on our stomach. We're going to lift our legs and our head up off the mat, so we're only up on our tummies when we extend this. If you're wearing your karate belt and you need to move that off to the side a little bit, go ahead and do that so it's not poking in your stomach. Okay, and then we lift our head and our tummies, and our feet rather, so we're up on our tummies. We'll do 10 of these. Ready? And 1, raise it up and down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. And stand it all the way up. All right, so we're going to do lunges. We'll do 5 on each side, and we'll be alternating each time. So we'll do a 10 count. On the odd numbers, we'll be stepping out with one side, on the even numbers with the other side, so you get your 5 on each side. So I'm going to be stepping out. For karate's sake, this will almost look like you're doing a front stance, but we're going to be dipping our knee down towards the ground. Don't spike it on the mat. We don't want to hit hard with that knee on the mat. In fact, we really don't want it to touch at all. So we step out and we come back up. All right? Now we don't want to step out very close so that the knee's down close to our heel. We have some kata that do that, but that's not what this one is doing. So in this case, we step out good and long, bring this down, push back up. Okay? One side and then the other. Go ahead and stick your hands on your hips for this. Keep your head up. We will start off with our left foot in front and leading out with our left foot step. Okay? Switching each time. 1, step it out, keep your body up. And 2, other side. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right. And always feel free to do more sets or more reps on any of the conditioning drills, just to add whatever level of challenge you need for those. We're just giving you a set of things that you can work with. Okay? The key to challenging yourself is just to find where you get to that shaky point and you know, I can't do another one with good form. Stop right there, okay? And if you're getting shaky on one and you thought you were going to be good, it's okay to bail out and say, okay, not enough. I'm not going to push that limit. All right, and that limit may come on the second rep. And you know you're just going to be practicing some 1 rep stuff until you're ready to do 2. All right, everybody starts somewhere, so don't beat yourself up about your starting point. All right, so let's get on into our stretches and wrap up this video. Then we'll talk about your kata and what's coming up for the rest of this month's worth of videos. Okay, so starting off here, bring your feet in and hang it down. Feel that stretch along the backs of the legs, calves and hamstrings as you hang it down. Just let it hang there and feel everything start to loosen up as you hang. Okay, that'll let your body start sinking a little bit lower. And as you do that, you want to let it because you want that stretch to continue. As it gets easy and you hold it here, you will stop feeling that stretch along the back. So let it extend. Let it continue to extend and stretch it out. And back up. Step your feet out, just slightly outside of shoulder width, and hang it down. And take it to your left side. Hands are behind. You can now pull down. Try to move your chest down towards your knee. Make sure you're keeping those knees straight. You bend them, you take the stretch away. And that's our goal right now, is to work that stretch, help build some of that flexibility, help reduce our risk of injury. And over to the other side. Again, holding behind, pulling the chest down. Feel that stretch. And move it back to the center. And bring it back up, nice and easy. And step your feet out even wider. About your horse stance distance. And sink your legs down. Hands to the inside, elbows on the inside of the knees, and push it outward with our sumo stretch. Good. Now rock your legs from one side to the other. And bend your right knee, bring it all the way down. Keep that left foot straight. Foot as flat as you can on the mat. Want to feel the stretch on the inside of the thigh here. If it helps, take that arm, sumo stretch style on the inside of the knee, opposite, and push it outward. And keep it low. Slide it over to the other side. Again, keeping the foot flat as you can on the mat. And again, if you need it, push that knee outward to help the stretch. And straighten it back out and up. Hands are on the mat. So go ahead and stretch out as far as you can. Feeling that stretch on the insides of the thighs. Good. And walk it forward. And backward. And forward. And back. Forward. And back. Good. And have a seat. Keep those legs out wide, or in my case, spread them out wide again. Wide being a relative turn, and reach it forward. Good. Take it to the left side, reaching out, left hand and right hand. Try to keep those shoulders as square as possible so you feel the stretch in that leg. And to the other side. Straighten it out and reach it. No, don't reach it forward. I already did that. Bring those feet in. Okay. And legs in together. Last stretch, butterfly stretch. I usually will grab my ankles to use my elbows and push down. If you can just simply push, that's great. If your knees touch, just make sure that you're pressing your knees as much to the ground as you can, and then you kind of lean forward as you do it. So grab it and push, flattening those knees down as much as possible. Relax it up. Shake them just a little bit if you need to. Just enough to get the blood flowing if you felt like you were losing circulation there. But now you're going to grab under the toes. You're going to pull your nose down to your toes. Good, and come back up. All right, so that's the end of tonight's video, but it's not the end of your workout. Make sure you're going and checking out the YouTube channel. Check out the website for your kata videos. Remember, you've got the video for the kata that you're working on right now for your next rank. The video can be found on the YouTube channel as well as on our website. Just look down that list for your kata. There'll be a PDF there that you can download and print out so you can have somebody help you out following along, calling out the next steps if you're getting stuck. Make sure you're also checking out those videos and doing the kata that's in focus for this month. Okay, we're in April, so that means that Taikyoku Shodan is in focus for the basics kata this month. Heian Yondan is in focus for the intermediate, and Jion is in focus for the advanced. If you are not an intermediate student or you're not an advanced student, don't worry about the focus kata if you don't know it yet. Okay, maybe you've just started learning Heian Shodan and you don't know Heian Yondan yet. That's okay. Go back and work on the ones that you know as well. The more that you can change it up, the more interesting your workout gets, and the more likely you are to stick with it. So make sure you check those out and follow along also with our Abs of Steel challenge, and keep doing those push-ups and posting those videos at the beginning of the week. Make sure you tag Living Sword, check in with us, and then we'll be able to see what you're doing and cheer you on along the way. So let's bow to close out this portion, and then make sure you're finishing up with your kata. Come to attention and bow. Have a good night.